Welcome back to Off the Ship. I'm Toby, and we are on our way to pick up our second project. Pretty excited about this. It's also located about the last place on Earth I figured I would ever find a project. You know, I tend to gravitate towards cheap junk, and this is not where cheap junk comes from, so that could be a really good sign or a really bad sign. I don't really know. All right, welcome to Off the Ship. My name is Toby, and this is our Z425 zero-turn lawnmower. Condition unknown. It didn't even come with a key. The key just arrived here. I did find how to bypass the motors. There's a couple needle valves. It kind of puts the motors in neutral. And then I figured out that was the emergency brake, and all of a sudden it rolled smoothly. So yeah, it will. Holy crap. The thing turns over. I must have had the parking, there must be a limit, like a micro switch on the parking brake so that it won't turn over when the parking brake's not set. I just turned the parking brake. That's crazy. So I bought it. Anyway, circling back to the beginning of this story, I bought it from this dude off Facebook. Super cool guy. And, you know, it was dirt cheap. Like really cheap. But it looked nice. So I was like, all right, how bad can it be? And I don't really care. If there's a bunch of stuff broken, I can fix it. You know, learn along the way. You know, we're not flipping these things. We're not making money. We're just having fun. So who cares? So, you know, I said, hey, can you hold that zero turn for me? I'm interested. I'll come tomorrow with cash, and I don't care what's the matter with it. And he said, no problem. So he gave me the address, and it was the John Deere dealership. So I don't know how all that works. Apparently, I wasn't buying it from the dealership. I was buying it from like the wholesale. Maybe it was big John Deere. I'm not exactly how all of that inventory stuff works with John Deere, but I'm, you know, a customer of that dealership, so it was kind of neat to buy something from there. So we drove way out back to Purgatory, and there was this gem sitting there ready to go. Yeah, I loaded up, brought it back here. I stopped in to Napa this morning, picked up some spark plugs, fuel filter, some starting fluid, and a battery. I got the key, and here we are. So I don't know how long it's been sitting there. The fuel doesn't look that great. There's a bunch of schmeg in there. I think that's a pretty reasonable thing to do. Is just, it's got a little bit of gas in it. Get rid of that bad gas. Put some fresh stuff in there, then, I don't know, let's see if it runs. Yeah, let's just get this fuel draining. Crap in there. It's alright. Fish that out at some point, but be optimistic here. But let me just place the fuel filter. Lord. A pair of pliers in my hand. Just saw my neighbor drive by. Ultimately, I think this thing's gonna belong to him. I know he's a busy guy. Hoping he has a minute to come check it out. Alright, get a new fuel filter. Give a little sip of fuel. Stupid gas cans. That's all the gas I own. Hopefully that's enough. Alright, so this lever back here, I got it out because I wanted to freewheel over, so I just tightened it back up or turned it clockwise, and we get the same situation. So I guess one for each side. Checks out. Nope, I'm turning it too far. There's a warning, don't turn these too far. And I definitely just turned it too far. Alright, those are closed. And then I think we need to take a look at the battery here. I mean, that's gotta be it, right? Okay. This is closed. Oh, yeah. So bad at all. right, new battery. Oil looks surprisingly good. Pretty darn amber. Now, let's just see if the thing turns over first. Catch the direction of rotation. Any fuel in it now? No fuel. Shoot. No one's ever regretted doing this before. Getting fuel. Yeah, that's got something to do with it. Jeez Louise. Come on. Let that cool down for a sec. That's a bummer. So that's the brand new battery. By the time I got the fuel system bled out, here we are.
So that takes a little time. Depends on what you want to do. It has like a reconditioning thing on it, which is good if you want to leave it overnight. Get ready for the backfires.
Come on.
It's obviously got spark. It's obviously got air.
Well, we don't know if it's got spark or not. It can the compression ignition on these, right? When you start, I don't know. I don't know if I know about ether and diesels, but
I mean, it's easy to check for spark.
I mean, we can get one.
What is this little thing? Some kind of exhaust gas, or oh, it must be like a vapor. Really?
Mm-hmm. That one's loose. I don't know if you want to get that one.
I don't know what the gap is supposed to be set at. It looks a little wide, but
I don't really know.
same plug.
So.
I'm wondering if I can see inside there, just curiosity's sake. Not that it'll tell me anything.
Why did I give this one, that one to you? This one's a bear.
Oh, you couldn't get it out?
I'm trying.
Pretty crusty in there, but it doesn't mean anything.
Oh, cool. Hang on.
Can't really see the side. Maybe I can get it.
Cool.
What is that thing? That white line.
I don't know. A little scratch.
Is it a crack?
Ow. That's a scratch.
From what?
Well, that's the fun.
From what?
Probably from, this thing was like packed. And I was just running it with ether, so maybe it sucked up an acorn or something, I don't know. I think that, pretty good. All right, I'm just gonna throw this spark plug in unless you want to gap it.
New one? I'll check it. It's 0.76 millimeter, whatever. At least that's what AI tells us.
Well, we gotta believe our future overlords.
Totally.
You want to look in this one or?
We can. That one looks totally different.
Better or worse?
Better.
Nice.
You can see the wall too, you see?
Oh yeah. Get it so you can
I don't see any big
watch it through the screen.
cracks.
Well, good. I don't know if it'd be.
The other one is interesting because of the
Looks like it just got some moisture in it. It's fine.
I like your positive attitude.
That's got a weird angle.
Does it? I didn't see how it came out.
It's like straight in. It's a stupid situation, but it is.
It's at this angle. Now I got my finger stuck in there.
Yeah. Were you able to feel the flat? Like if you pull the spark plug, you can feel the plane of the.
Yeah. I got it.
Oh, nice.
There we go. Doesn't need much.
Did we decide whether we're going to check for spark?
We can pull that one plug again.
Oh, we got one here.
Or yeah, that'll tell us.
All right, ready? Contact.
Good.
Wow, that almost took off. You hear that? It felt like it got a couple bangs in there.
Fresh plugs. Sometimes all it needs. You want to check the other one?
Choke, start.
Probably doesn't need much choke, but try it. You never know. It might start.
Oh, it'll start. 100%. Okay, so how much choke? I'm an idiot.
What'd you forget?
Oh, the bypass from the hydraulic pump?
Oh yeah, that'll do it.
This thing's pretty comfortable. And it's got a cup holder. All right, this beautiful machine I'm sitting on is a 2008 John Deere Easy Track Z425. It's a 23 horsepower. It's a Briggs. It's got a 54-inch deck. I remember as a kid, you see a zero turn and you're like, you know, it was kind of like seeing a unicorn. You know, I didn't see anybody with one of these things as a, you know, residential mower. But at some point, they started popping up. because they're awesome mowers. I mean, they're fast, they're easy to get on and off. And today, obviously, these things are everywhere. So, yeah, in 2008, it was $4,099. So $4,100 for this in 2008. That's an expensive mower in 2008. I bought a couple-year-old Jeep Grand Cherokee in 2008 for $15,000. So, you know, that's a pretty pricey mower. Paid $500 cash money for this thing, and I couldn't be happier. I would like to explore maybe getting one of these for myself. My wife is, so generally my wife is pretty ambivalent when it comes to stuff like this. Like we have the compact utility tractor, which is helpful for gardening and stuff, but she doesn't really care, to be honest. And when this thing showed up, she's like, she sat in it and thought it was pretty neat. So maybe we'll explore getting one, a diesel. Be nice to pick up a diesel, but who knows. So that's the story there. This thing's cool. The thing just took right off, fired it up. So then started driving around the lawn and realized one of the hydros is out. And they're made by Parker, and I'm very familiar with Parker, hydraulics in general. So I was pretty pumped. And while they're not necessarily considered rebuildable, they do sell seal kits and they have bolts on them. I'm actually not sure how the motor works. I'm assuming it's axial piston or it's got a swash blade or something. And there are components I could lap in, probably get a little more life out of them. But so I'm pretty pumped about that. And that's where I'm at. I'm going back to the ship here at some point today. So I need to get all the information. So if I get some time at work, I can order up the parts necessary. Let's grab some part numbers. All right, here's a bit of a mystery. Assembled in Horicon, Wisconsin. Okay, pretty normal for John Deere stuff. Over here, Moline, Illinois. I mean, they're both U.S., so doesn't really make a difference, but that is inconsistent. Tough Torque by Kanzaki? Huh. Model DUP10E, made in Japan. Alrighty, here we are, heading into the hydros. Like somewhere in there is a workable picture. So I think that's it for this episode. Couldn't be happier how this turned out. I guess I got to start looking for another project. I'd like to buy used broken stuff and make it used not broken stuff. Learning quite a bit about equipment. I've got no background in equipment whatsoever other than I like it and I think it's cool. Thanks for tuning in. This has been a lot. This was a lot of fun. And getting this thing running I was like so pumped. A little buddy was coming home. I had like 45 minutes left before he was going to arrive. And I was like, oh, we're so close to getting this thing running. I really want it to run when he gets here. And it did. And it was awesome. We took it for a spin and he was just having a ball. So this has been a lot of fun. And episode 2, we'll fix the hydraulics and give it a tune-up and probably off to the races. So anyway, if you enjoyed this, feel free to subscribe. But until next time, hope you have a great day.